Okay, here we are. We are in Open Pendragon now. Let's get things started. This is our community Pendragon game that goes alongside a couple of our streamed uh, Pendragon campaigns set in the same world. Uh, the people we see here are somewhat accurate. I'll just keep modifying until we get everything good to go. Sir Hrothgar. So, okay. And I shall add our 2 new players to the mix here. Give me a second to set that up. Sir Xavier.
Yep. I'll probably have to leave before it ends vote, so that was going to start earlier. Probably won't be able to stay for the whole session.
Okay.
It's alright. That seems to be the standard Calestius thing. Halfway through, I have adventures to go to, and disappears to go save a princess or something.
Princess in another castle.
Yeah, exactly. How good's Mario? Or more importantly, how good's Luigi?
Okay.
It's the Shadow Knight. It's joined us.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it's we're taking our inspiration from the Shadow thing in Game of Thrones. You know? Shadow Assassin. And Sir Spoon, which we shall name the actual name. Actually, I think
it's Godric.
Godric. Perfect.
Like Elden Ring. Let's just go with the spoon. That's pretty good. Who's Florence playing today? I mean, fuck. Who's Mark playing today? Sorry.
All good. I will be playing Sir Hrothgar.
Oh, yeah, cool. We can be like big guys together.
Yeah.
Although I suppose Godric is probably a big guy. He's from Barricade.
Yeah, we're gonna be triple big guys.
Triple big guys.
Woo!
Good. Probably in a feast as well. My app 7 will shine.
Yeah, we're gonna take with the Easter themes. We have to, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Are we 493 for this, by the way?
We are, in fact, 493.
Right.
Yeah. April is the start of 493. We're gonna try to make that a little clear, like try to do a month, a year, or make it clear when we cut over, so that everything can be updated in advance and there's no worries. Okay, we are ready to go. Let me start us off with a feast. We are, for those tuning in brand new, We are in the year 493. We're playing in King Arthur's Pendragon, Great Pendragon campaign. Today, the feast is not going to be the royal feast, but it is a feast in London, in Londinium. The king will be absent, but it will be, in fact, in Londinium itself. So we're going to go to the feast here, and we'll get you all to drag your characters out. For Spoon, I'll get you the temporary token here.
I appreciate it.
I don't know where I put it.
I'm sure I should know how to find my token by now.
You can just drag off your sheet onto the page and it should drop your token down automatically. Let me know if it does not. Like if you take your like if you hover over your name on your sheet and then you pull your sheet over.
Yeah.
it should drop
Yeah. I gotcha. Thank you. I just put it in a big blank area. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw myself bullet assault.
Just ahead of time.
Yeah. save your click.
Yeah. Is that like Babe Ruth? You're calling your spots for it's not a home
Yeah,
run?
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Perfect. See if you-
Holy
Hot
hell.
damn.
Oh, fancy boy.
What the?
Oh, wow.
What? Maybe some
What are you
people
all
have
doing
stuff.
up there? That's not
How
where we
did
go.
I even
You,
succeed?
Jeremy, you sound worse than usual even. I'm not sure
I
what's
sound
going on.
worse than usual.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, you
Oh, is
sound
that okay?
a little bit better, yeah. That's more norm. Yep.
Yeah, there was a little bit of static before.
Yeah, it sounded like you were in a toilet bowl or something.
No. In a toilet bowl, that would suck.
Yeah, right?
I'm actually pretty happy being
Nightmare.
below the salt.
Marcus being my boy.
Let me just make sure that Xavier's covered. So if you want to drag here, I'll pull your icon for you. Why don't you go ahead and open up your sheet for me, Arcanist?
Yeah, sure. Sheet open.
And I'm gonna explain some things for people in a minute, including Xavier's just starting out. Once you open your sheet, Xavier, you can roll your appearance. So near your app on your sheet, you should be able to click a roll, no modifier, and just roll your appearance.
App, APP?
Yep, you betcha. Which will eventually be the new edition of the game. It will be Appeal. Ooh, below the salt. That makes sense. You're not from here and you've never visited. So despite having a good app, you are below the salt.
All right, so I am Sir Xavier. Okay,
You are.
got it.
Is that everyone? And then Spoon.
I passed, so I am near the salt.
Perfect. I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit and cut us over to something.
Where are we?
We are in Londinium.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's dive in here. We're gonna start with Xavier just to clarify some points. So Xavier, you're from Toulouse. You're from basically France. Before everything is settled between the Frankish, and the other various peoples in the area. You are kind of you're what's called Aryan Christian, and your traits on your sheet reflect that. So the things you see that are 13, those are the things that Aryan Christians are known for in this setting. Your heritage itself, you consider yourself Aquitanian, which is not Roman. Like there's parts of Aquitaine where they consider their heritage Roman. You do not. And you are here, Xavier. For the first time, you've reached the island of Britain, seeking glory and a life for yourself as a knight. You are accompanied by your friend, who you've been friends with for the past couple of years. It's this guy right here, and his name. One second. Forgot to put in his name. Damn it. There we go. Sir Gosbert.
Sir Gosbert.
Yeah. So what you know about Gosbert, Xavier specifically, is he was involved in a number of battles with the old Praetor Syagrius. He served with Syagrius until Syagrius met his death, trying to fight the Frankish people. And that is what you have. So go from there. We're gonna start. Are there any questions overall? So Xavier, you're gonna pick this up, I think, as you watch everyone else play, because your positioning means you're gonna be the last one to do your actions this feast. So you can just kind of follow along. We'll answer your questions once we work through everybody else. But are there any questions from anyone else before we get started?
Nope. I'm good.
Okay.
Good to go.
Okay, so the general feel going into 493, I'll do one quick kind of explanation for recent events. So in recent years, the Saxons on the East Coast have started to make more of a threat, I guess, to the island. So Kent and South Seax have been here for quite a while, but recently there's this East Saxon king, King Aeswine, who has taken over two of the major counties of Logris, the Kingdom of Logris, and he's declared himself the East Saxon king. A few years back, the northern kings, Acta and Eosa, of Noha and Dira, they fought their way into Logris, were stopped at Linden, where there was a great battle. They were actually defeated and taken prisoner. Finally, recent years, the king's efforts have been focused to the west in Cornwall, fighting the treacherous Duke Orlot, the rebel duke, who was known for a number of things, totally not rumors and lies, and all of it's true because Duke Orlot's a bastard. So with all that in mind, going into 493, the realm has finally dealt with the rebel to the west, which means they can start to point their attention elsewhere. One would think that their attention is likely to go back to the Eastern Saxons, but there are rumors that Malahut, a kingdom to the north, still seen as a threat by King Uther Pendragon, and Uther has basically is at the point where he's debating: do I launch war with them right away, or do we treat with them first and see if we can make some understanding? Basically, he's not willing to expose himself, leave his back vulnerable while he goes east to march against Saxons. So he needs to be confident about the groups around him and the support he needs. Uther's goal as a king is to become the High King of the entire island, something he only has partial support for. And in recent years, with the rebellious Duke Gorlo, he's lost a bit more, let's say, prestige. All right, that's probably a good enough summary. And anyone who's played through things, you know extra stuff, you know what you know. Those things are all accurate. Don't worry about it. With that, we'll go into the actual feast rounds. We'll start with Jeremy. Sir Tiberius.
Hello there.
Okay. All right, so you are above the salt, which means you do not get the feast card action, but you can intrigue, you can flirt, you can game. Those are the big three outside of feast deck.
No worries. Who is running the feast? Who's the host?
Yep. The host of the place is, well, I think, I'm not sure you're aware, actually, outright. Anyone who wants to test recognize, I'll give you a +5 on recognize. We'll see who's aware of it. And this can be everyone you'd like to test.
Recognize.
I think, Xavier, you forgot to add your +5 modifier. You would have passed anyways.
Oh, yeah, me neither. Oh, I would have quit, actually.
Okay.
Oh, I'm supposed to add a modifier?
Yeah, it was a +5.
Okay.
Yeah, you're all good. We'll count that as so Xavier and Glacius, you pass. Gaius, you pass. Tiberius, you pass. And Godric, you pass. So I guess that's pretty much everyone who wants to know.
In person.
It is Sir Felix, one of the king's household knights. He is known for, well, you might not really know that. He's clearly a bit not in his best shape, but he is a large man still. And he's already clearly quite drunk at the beginning of the feast.
Good. He seems like a cool guy.
That must be why I ended up on the above the salt. Because he has no idea who I am.
There you go.
You there, come sit with me.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, but here's a member of Uther's court, so I'm gonna try some gossip.
Okay.
I think for my just to sort of find out what's happening with the king, perhaps what his future plans are, that sort of stuff.
All right, fair enough. So you're gonna gossip with Sir Felix. Go ahead and
Correct.
start with an intrigue roll, and then we'll play it out from there.
No worries. It is a pass.
Okay. Yeah, Felix is Sir. What's your name again?
Tiberius.
Tiberius. Yes. Well, oh, you know what I forgot to do? We need to see what the food is. So we're starting with, I don't even know. Is it Haslet?
The fucking Haslet. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look it up for you. I might
I don't
even
think
get.
I've
I'll get
seen
even
that.
credit. Oh, it's a pork
Okay.
meatloaf with herbs. Actually, it looks kind of delicious.
There we go. Says, are you enjoying your food?
Very much so. Thank you, sir.
Anytime.
I'm honored to sit at your table, sir.
Well, it's not really my table, but I suppose for now it is. I was told to welcome the knights, and so I have.
Thank you, sir. I wonder, sir, what is happening with the king these days? After the great battle in Cornwall, there is much talk.
Much talk? I suppose there is. What are you looking for? He's a little skeptical. Like he's not sure if you're looking for dirt on the king. And
Oh, no. Is how fares the king? I hope he is uninjured and in good health.
he's in good health. Yes. Just enjoying himself in the county of Silchester right now, actually.
I see. And I imagine Cornwall will be divided amongst others, it seems.
Oh yes, very likely. I doubt we'll see another duke there.
Yeah. Perhaps there may be someone there who's in need of good night.
Why are you a mercenary sort?
I am indeed. I am searching for a great lord to serve.
Now, if you want some advice, my recommendation is you find someone who's going to be really good later on in life, but you find them before that point. And then once you do that, you help them become important, because then you're on their in, and you've already got your spot and you're good to go, you know?
I see. Thank you very much for the advice. It
He makes
is
it sound
most...
like that's a super common thing, which you know it's absolutely not. That is kind of the story of Uther.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you very much for the advice, sir. It is most graciously accepted.
Here there's a new barony of the Axe, I think. Sir Florence, out in Cornwall. It's the first barony to be announced, I suppose. One of the Knights of the Sword, I say.
And who will be this baron?
Sir Florence.
Sir Florence. I see.
Kind of a fruity knight.
Fruity, you say?
Well, you know, he's not big and strong like me.
Oh, I thought you meant perhaps he grew fruit at his manor or something.
No, if he did, he'd be my best friend, especially if it was a winery. And
Oh, indeed. I do miss the vineyards of home.
well, then, eat, drink, be merry, enjoy yourself. The king is
Thank
away,
you.
and in the meantime, we must play.
I agree. Oh, good. Happy days.
All right, and with that, you passed. So we'll give you your 2 geniality. 1 for the pass, and 1 for the fact you're already above the salt.
Is it 2 for above the salt?
Or wait, it's 2 above the salt. That's right. Yeah. 2 for above the salt, 1 for near the salt, 0 for below the salt.
Yep.
Right. So with that in mind, let's go to Rothgar.
All right then. Hrothgar is going to do as many knights do at a feast. Fuck shit up. So I'm gonna draw a card.
There you go.
Hell
See.
yeah.
Let's go.
Ooh, piece of
Something shiny.
candy. Yeah.
Yeah, you find an exquisite piece of jewelry. Roll honest versus deceitful. Let's find out what happens, shall we?
Hopefully a jewel somehow.
It's always the hope.
Isn't it? Every time you draw a card, do I get to fight somebody?
Here we go. Honest. That's a success.
Boring.
Deceitful, that's a fail. So, honest wins, you announce your find and see the proper owner is found, +2 geniality. Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
well.
Well, I mean,
think
it
it-
makes sense. Rothgar probably it's less. He probably just doesn't bother to be.
He probably doesn't care or doesn't know how much it's actually worth.
Exactly.
Good.
All right, and you tick honest. Or wait, no, you don't.
No, that's only if it's a for one.
Yeah.
No,
That'd
it's
be
just
great.
Hrothgar, like,
I kind of
Go
wish
ahead.
you pocketed it. That would have been funnier.
I know. But no, Hrothgar manages to, like, find some piece of jewelry that was, like, left in his seat from people moving around during the feast. He just goes, "Is this anyone's? It's not mine, it's a little too, small."
We'll say it's this night. He says, oh, that is mine, Sir Knight. Thank you. Might I have your name?
Oh, Sir Hrothgar.
Oh, I see.
May I have yours?
Indeed. I am Sir Kinnett. Sorry, I'm just getting a little bit of feedback. It's throwing me off. I'm not sure if that's true. Might be you, Trent, maybe. Because your icon is bouncing. Sir Kinnett. I'm a household
Nice.
knight of the king.
Oh, I see. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Sir Kinnett.
Indeed.
Uh,
You as well. I must be honest, Sir Knight. What you offered me back was something quite invaluable to me, and also something worth a bit. I appreciate
Was
your
it?
honesty.
oh, yeah, of course. You know, always better to be honest than, not so. Really expensive, you say? Ah. Hmm.
Just to rub that in his face a little bit. That's great. All right. All right. We'll go to Calestius.
How's that going now? I've changed it. Can you hear me?
I also drew a card.
You're a little quiet, Trent, as well.
Hello. Oh,
You drew a card, Z.
Yeah, Z, you can draw a card.
yep.
I think you get more than one now, though. What's your glory level?
4.
4,000?
Yes.
You draw 3 cards.
Okay.
You choose
One.
the one you want, unless you get a host card. You get a host card, you have to choose. Oh, there you go. Meet the host.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Does that cup make it a host card?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's meet the host.
It's kind of the idea is the more glory you have, I think
Mhm.
it's actually a pretty neat idea in the game. It's like the more glory you have, the more options you have. But when you get to a certain point of glory, it's like you're too important, and now the host always wants to speak with you or deal with you, right?
Mhm.
So it kind of works. It kind of works out.
Okay. So let's meet the host.
All right.
Hello.
Well, your best skill, choose if tied. So you have to. Let's start with the roll.
It's either sword or hunt.
So it says choose if tied. So you get to choose.
Yeah. Hunt is more interesting. Let's do hunt.
Okay.
And I do I roll it immediately?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
All right.
I succeed.
Give me 1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
Something I think he might refer to. Oh yeah, okay. So this makes sense. So if he's heard of you and it's related to hunting, it's gonna have to be about the Merlin pit.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Although that's not exactly what. I mean, when hunting, yeah, but I mean, metaphorically hunting.
Yeah, you were
Pretty
metaphorically
literally
hunting.
Yeah.
You were literally traipsing through one of the thickest forests in England, looking for somebody. It's kind of tracking, same idea.
Yeah.
He says,
I'll tell him. I'll spin him the same yarn that I did last time with Evereyes about this dastardly druid who used magical glamour to disguise himself as the false Corey. Yada yada yada. But with Christ's light, we saw through his lies and brought him to justice.
yeah, of course. Brought him to justice. That's good. Pity it wasn't the real Merlin. Like to see his head removed from his shoulders.
I'm afraid the devil's spawn has many heads. But we'll hunt them all down.
So it seems, indeed. The death of our enemies is glass.
Yay! And the death of somebody's liver here, but I won't do that out loud. Yeah, it should drink to that.
Seems like he has a big enough liver that he might be okay.
Okay, so we'll get you your geniality. What's the card worth?
1. Should we space out a little bit?
Yeah. That works.
Yeah. I'll move. Yeah, so there's some space.
All right. That brings us to Sir Godric. Spoon, you are up, sir.
I will also draw a card. Just one, because I'm a little baby knight.
You're a baby knight at this point, yeah. Let's see it.
Drunken Lout. Fantastic.
It's the same guy.
He's just everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Just walking around being fat and drunk. So good.
So that is Forgiving versus Vengeful. So here's Forgiving. Ooh, critical.
Got him.
And Vengeful. Success, but Forgiving still wins.
All right, and just
And I think it's basically like, because Sir Godric is a very large man as well, and I imagine him like coming back from refilling his mug of ale and like backing into this guy and thinking it's his own fault. He's big and clumsy. Sir, my apologies. Let me help you to your seat.
he has that look at first, like he wants to, his eyes narrow a bit, and then when you start about with the apology, he doesn't do it back, but he doesn't kind of accept your own. I don't know how you'd feel about that, but he's like, yeah, just kind of watch out in the future.
Yes, of course. Us barrack Saxons, so large, barely fit into the chairs around here.
He smiles. He doesn't say anything more. You can tell he shows his colors there, but the knights and other people around you they give you a bit of respect, right? For not making that a more of a problem than it could have been. So that's your geniality. All right. The card is worth 0, so you have 2 geniality. +1 for near the salt and +1 for winning. Cool. We're gonna continue down. We're down to the below the salt, folks. Starting with Sir Gaius.
It's where I deserve to be. How's my sound? Is it okay?
You could probably turn it up a little bit. I know
I might
it's
just bring it
annoying.
closer.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. Draw. Is it am I on 2? I think I must be on 2. I've got 3,000 glory. Hey.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's only 2,000.
It's specifically 2,000. You get to draw 2.
Yeah.
4,000. You get to draw 3.
I
Cool.
probably still haven't added that chart onto here. I should do that at some point.
Lady of the Night.
Spicy.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, I might not choose that one, given that I'm married. Yeah, that's a Florence card.
It's never stopped Florence before.
No, it's true. So, before I do the thing, were we given any indication as to why we were invited? Is it just so this guy can, check out some of the Knights of the Kingdom type thing?
I think this might have been more like you don't know, like you had heard that they were gathering knights in London. They were welcoming some of the mercenary knights to spend the winter here. So maybe you spent the winter here, or you came here in the early spring. But you're kind of surprised. Like it feels like you're maybe meeting somebody that wouldn't be the person you'd expect to meet while you're here. Like you expect it to be one of the big names, and you're kind of like, why is a household knight of Uther? Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Guy's is kind of okay with that. I think he's pretty happy not spending time with like super highfalutin people. I think he's of the opinion that he's more likely to meet people of, moral value. The further down the hierarchy he goes, so this actually kind of suits him. Anyway, somebody approaches me, I guess. I shall roll modest and proud. Well, do I choose?
both fail.
Let's see. Several knights asked to play great deeds, modest wins.
It doesn't strictly.
It doesn't specify. I would suggest in this case it's actually a reroll rather than choose.
Sure. Yeah. Might as well, hey.
Just because like one's modesty's sort of
Yeah,
better
cool.
than proud. It has more with it.
Yeah,
It
that makes
makes
sense.
there's a lower risk, I guess. Like if proud
Yeah, of
wins,
course.
you have to succeed at orate, which very few people have it as a high skill.
Mine's okay, but yeah, cool. I'm relatively modest. I think that sort of suits how I've been playing guys anyway, so I think that works. Who's this big handsome blonde dude who's just rocked up?
This is
That's Sir Godric.
Oh god.
Although the long blonde hair is pulled back into a braid.
Probably like I had a seat near the salt, but as soon as you walked in, they're like, no, he gets to sit down. Look at this guy. Yeah, that explains the Aperol. Do you want to? Maybe it's one of these newer knights who comes up and asks me like, who are you? What are you good for? You're a big guy or something. I don't know. What do you think, Bob?
Yeah, so great deeds, several knights ask you to tell your good deeds. Yeah, it might be this Sir Kinnett.
Oh yeah.
Where does Ben What has been Gaius's biggest
glory gain?
Glory gain, yeah, so far.
It is. Let me just check the numbers. Battle of Lindsay.
Maybe he says,
Yeah.
Tell me, Sir Knight. Your name is not known to me, nor are your colors. Tell us of your greatest deeds. What are you known for, sir?
Very little, I'm afraid. Good sir, I am a man of humble means and humbler ability. I may have heard of me fight in a battle, Lindsay, but I was merely a soldier among many.
Soldier among many. Yet you stand and survive. There are many that fell there. Some of our best.
Aye, it's true, but only for, well, the help of some colleagues. I think they're around here somewhere, probably actually get a seat. Sir Galesius, Tiberius, others, they were really the only reason I'm here to tell the tale. I got lucky to have good friends.
Lucky indeed. It's hard to find friends. I lost
You're
my
not wrong,
mentor
sir.
in that battle, Sir Bellius. Well, not so much that he died within it, but not long after.
Do I know the name?
Recognize +10?
Ooh, a fancy boy. Where is the button? Recognize plus. Dip. Got him.
He was Uther's head of his household knights, like head of the captain of the guard, all that stuff. Basically,
Yeah.
Brastius' role before Brastius.
Right, that makes sense.
And you'd heard that he had passed in the winter following that battle. He was wounded
From
in
his
that battle.
words?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sibelius. Important name. And you're fortunate to be mentored by him.
Fortunate indeed.
What did he teach you? What's one thing you may share with this humble wounded warrior?
Ooh, good question. I like that.
Sorry, put you on the spot.
No, it's good. I just wanted to quickly check something. He taught me that though our role as knights are to fight and die on the battlefield, here when we feast together, we must show ourselves as courteous and honorable.
The guy nods slowly.
Which you're
Wise
watching.
words.
You're watching Sir Felix do like almost the exact opposite of that as he makes a mess of himself.
Yeah. I think Gaius. Let me roll intrigue just to see if Gaius is or maybe courtesy actually, which is the same number, just to see how I respond. Probably going to be fine. Yeah. So he doesn't look to Sir Felix, nor does he make any particularly obvious notions of noticing him, but he'll just watch Sir Canet's sort of face a little bit to see if there's a hidden little snipe in there at all.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, there is. Yeah, it looks like
yeah.
looks like he's not super fond of this guy.
Sir Felix, yeah.
Or at
Well,
least his current presentation. Let's say that.
right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You strike me a good man, Sir Kenneth. As you say, rare to find. A toast then to Sibelius was his name?
Sibelius, yeah.
To Sibelius and to good men.
To Sibelius, good men. Cool. All right, so that will give you the gain the 5 glory, and you get 2 geniality.
Hot.
And I'm sad that we don't have Sir Gaius' good token on board.
That's fine.
Good token?
Yeah, the
With
one
the
you
frog
made.
runner.
Oh. Let me get that to you somewhere.
If there's something I can do to help you, let me know. I don't really know the
No,
background.
no big
of this
deal. I
stuff.
just like seeing the frog kicking around.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna bring ourselves to the close of this round with Sir Xavier.
All right.
All right.
I'm
So-
not too sure what to do. It seems like everybody else is drawing cards, so I suppose
Cards is the
probably what I
most
should do.
like the, I guess the funnest. It's like what's behind the question mark, the miscellaneous door. Let's see what happens.
Uh-huh.
Other than that,
Okay.
if you wanted to, you could game. You could
Right.
gossip, or you could flirt. Those are kind of the big three outside of the cards.
All right,
If there's-
I'll just go with a card for now.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Unless you have a specific plan, cards are always fun. Not always. Sometimes they kick you in the face, but that can be.
But that's
fun
for
everyone else.
Yeah.
So I would be drawing one card, I assume.
Correct. Yeah.
I believe I've drawn a card. Oh, so
Yeah,
now
you
what do I
have.
do?
I'm not sure how you. I can see it under.
Oh, now put it out on the board there.
There you go.
There we go.
Just drag and drop, yeah.
Ooh, fuck, Felix is on a roll.
I got a cup. What is this? About your problems with another knight or lord.
So the cup at the bottom means it's a host card. So if you drew multiple cards, you have to play that one, and it means the host has come up to you for some reason. And in this case, it's for that reason.
Okay, so I simply roll intrigue here. Is that correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Yes.
HI intrigue. Okay.
I love the idea that
No.
Sir Felix has gone all the way down to the below the soul. It completely fits the character.
Yeah, he's just stumbling
probably got
around
lost.
to whoever.
Like, hey, you there.
Gonna find his seat.
He is indulgent 18, by the way.
All right, so no modifier. Here we go. This is most likely a fail.
That's fair.
It's fair, but it's not a fumble.
All right.
What is a fumble if you roll a 20?
Yes,
Yep.
correct. If you have a 20 and you don't have the skill at 20 or higher, then or the trait at 20 or higher, then you
Okay.
if you did have the trait or the skill at 20, it would be a critical. But when you
Right.
don't have it, it's a fumble at 20. All right. A failure kind of leads to nothing.
Right.
Yeah. I think you see a little exchange between these two. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Felix says, you watch as Felix is kind of making a bit of an ass of himself, and this older knight kind of basically goes over to him and says something in a whisper, and then Sir Felix looks annoyed. And you're kind of the next person, it's like he saw you see it, so he kind of wanders over your way to like pout about it a little bit. And he's like, can you believe that? The nerve of him. I've been made host here. And here he is trying to tell me how to run things. Jealous, if you ask me.
The nerve of some people. Is there any way I can help?
Do you think it would be wrong of me to go over and just knock him out?
Right and wrong are truly subjective.
I guess so.
I don't think that I would do it myself. But I'm new here. I don't know the hierarchy or who's who.
Well, don't worry about him. Sir Gracian is always a pain in my ass. Ooh, I'm the commander of the watch. It kind of
Yeah,
makes
he does. He does look kind of bland.
loquacious, really. Anyways, Sir Knight. And then with that, he doesn't say anything. He just kind of wanders off. So he's doing rounds. Is like that's what
He's
3
on a
people
roll.
he interacted with the first round.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, that brings us to round 2.
Xavier does get 2 points of geniality, though, simply for talking to the host.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Or from the card, I should say.
Yeah.
And what is this geniality? How do we use this?
Geniality will apply to many of the things you do in this, like basically in this feast. So it can add you a +2 modifier to almost every one of your like courtly skills, and sometimes your traits when you're testing them. But it also converts at the end of the feast. It turns into glory. So one of these is worth 10 glory, which probably means not a ton to you. So Xavier, don't know if I even filled out your glory. Let me just give you that first. We're gonna make it up here. 1,070.
1,070. Got it. Total glory? Yeah.
I added it to your sheet there. So that's when you're knighted, you have 1,000. You probably didn't come from like anyone too famous, and then you're a young knight, so you haven't had a chance to add any glory from your own name yet. But this is a good start. We're back at the top of the round with Tiberius.
Hello, sir. I'm going to do a temperate round because it looks like Sir Felix loves to get pissed. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that he has more wine than I do.
Understood. All right.
Let's see what it says. Oh, there we go.
Hot damn.
I know, right? So you know something bad's about to happen, right?
Right. So temperate. So yeah, I think that gets Felix's attention. That's what that critical will mean. I don't know if we need to play it out too much. You know that.
Not really.
Is there anything you did want to play out though? But I think the general concept is that Felix looks at you rather fondly. You're his bro in this moment, hooking him up.
Love it. It's good to have a friend in the king's household.
Understood.
I like it. Thank you, sir.
All right, so you are up to 60 geniality now. Or 6 geniality, 60 glory later. Hrothgar.
Hrothgar is going to partake in his favorite pastime, arguing with priests and religious people about how his god is better than their god.
Oh yes, fair enough. Because you're not British Christian.
He's not Christian at all.
Indeed.
In fact, it becomes very obvious to anyone that is even slightly paying attention. He is 100% a Saxon pagan.
Ooh.
As he talks a lot about how Woden would never allow himself to be nailed to a cross. What kind of absurdity is this? A god that is a man? Is he a man or a god? Pick one!
You are arguing with Brother Syrian, who is the treasurer of the king. He is a rusted monk, a British Christian, and He says, and what would your Wotan do then, exactly? Well, I'm sure you've heard of the terrible sacrifice down in South Seax. Do you make excuses for that as well? Lighting up an entire town, man, woman, and child? Man, woman, and child?
Well,
Whatever a child is, I don't know. But
yeah.
That's next on the face.
Well,
Yeah.
eating them chills. Well,
Oh, you already did it.
it is not my place to speak on the actions of my I hesitate to call them cousins. The traitors that did not stand with this land and the oaths we swore a long time ago. Their actions are not great. But an honor to Woden is an honor to the god himself. As we each honor the father of the pantheon, the father of us all. I cannot say that slaughtering those that cannot fight back is a true way to honor him. No, I would never think of such a thing. But to slice down your enemies in battle, that is the strength and prowess he has bestowed upon us. And it is our duty and our honor to show that prowess to him and to all that live among us. I'm sorry, what was your question again?
He just looks at you and sighs. I'm not going to be able to convince you to convert, am I?
Many a monks have tried. All of them failed.
Huh.
No, I am staunchly held in my knowledge that Woden alights my path. And I plan to honor him to my last breath. But still, can't you admit that it's a little odd that your god would allow himself to be nailed to a plank of wood? I mean, what does that show?
Mercy. For people that didn't deserve better.
Bah.
But
And what did that mercy get him?
it's not so much what it got him. It's what it gave others, friend. But I must be truthful in this. I have no interest in arguing with you. Or any heathen for that matter. If you wish to worship your god, then do so. But know this. Should you ever hold a house of your own, and I come looking for your taxes and your numbers, because you are not Christian, I will have less reason to trust you.
Good thing that probably won't happen then.
He'll laugh at that. I think he's amused. He doesn't care. He's more of a clerk than he is.
Yeah.
He is a brother, but you know what I mean. His spiritual
I
is
must
not
say-
famous.
Yeah. I must say, though you may not like arguing with those of other faiths, I so do enjoy arguing with you Christians. Sometimes I enjoy the ones that yell and scream in my faith until they turn beet red. This is a delightful conversation nonetheless. A drink, brother?
Indeed. I think I'll need one after this conversation. All right. I think why don't you test temperate, Mark? I think maybe.
All right.
Does that make sense? For the hospitality part of
Yeah.
it? Okay.
He goes, how about a drink? And goes to hand him a drink, but then downs it instead.
Okay. Love it. Okay. you'll gain 1 geniality for the conversation. He doesn't look completely pissed off, but obviously it doesn't sell well with the other people in the place that watch you offer the drink and then take it yourself. Okay, we're gonna go to. We're back at Godric.
I will draw another card. Mead. Temperate versus indulgent.
Large,
Cool.
fine mead. All right.
So. That's a fail on temperate. And a pass on indulgent.
There
We're
we go.
we're getting drunker, boys.
Getting drank. Okay. Intoxication level increases 1.
Good.
Right?
Yeah, it's a party. It's officially a party. This is the
It
king's
is.
wine you get to drink. It's great.
It is good. Good. What was it? Mead, actually, in this case.
Mead, yeah.
Yes, mead. My bad.
But it's good. It's tasty. By the way, what is Godric's religion?
He is also a pagan. He wears the sign of Thunor.
I think probably it makes sense if Hrothgar and Godric made recognize rolls +5 on each other. See if you or heraldry roll. Just because, I mean, what are the odds that you're both from Barrack and have no interaction with one another?
I don't
Like,
recognize.
oh, you're from New York.
You don't recognize me.
You know my cousin.
Yeah.
No idea.
Make sure you added your geniality too.
Oh right. Still a failure.
Yeah, it does not help.
Who's that guy? The guys are probably like 2, you're from like less than a mile away from one another. Never encountered.
Yeah. Just when he's going to work, he turns left. When I'm going to work, I turn right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, and so what is that? What did that card net you for geniality? Did I already cover that? Or is...
Yeah. So it's just 1. The card gives me 1, and then I get the 1 from being near the salt. So I'm at 4 now.
4 total. Okay. All right, so that brings us to Callistius.
Mm-hmm. I will draw more cards. Oh, 1 more. So, drop these out. This one.
Fashion disaster. Oh, host calls for a toast. Postcard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The host rises and calls for a toast.
Hey, it's a good one for all of us.
Okay.
All right, so every player involved gets to make a courtesy roll, and you can apply your genialities to this roll.
Okay.
Character gets +2 glory. Anyone who isn't winning but still succeeds. The card sounds a little weird. I think partial success is actually when you succeed but you aren't the winning person. So it's sort of
That
like
sounds
a
right to me, yeah.
weird descriptor.
Oh, Callistius.
Oh, I crit.
Damn.
All right. Okay, so that is +1 geniality for Trent, for guys. +1 for Tiberius. And then +2 for Lysias.
And 1 for Rothgar.
Plus
as well.
5.
1 for Rothgar. Ooh, look at that.
I think it's
Lysias,
+5 for me.
Yeah, it should be 5
Yeah,
for
critical
Callistius because he wins and he crits for 3 + 2.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I would have thought that the crit is. Maybe, I don't know. I would have thought that the crit is just 1 above the success, right?
Well, it's well. I mean, I guess. No, yeah, I
There's
guess
two things
that
here.
is a way to interpret it. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's the crit, and then there's the winning.
but those
Yeah,
are
but
kind of
presumably.
But the
Yeah,
crit
you're
is
guaranteed to
going to
win.
win. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Okay, sorry, I didn't understand what you mean. What's your interpretation?
So the success entry, success +2 geniality, is synonymous with, is the same thing as the winning character gets +2, presumably, because only one person can succeed, only one person can win.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, anybody who passes
But then-
doesn't win, it gets a partial success. So a critical success is saying, well, you also get an additional geniality, is my interpretation of it. So
Oh.
you're winning, and you get another one for the crit.
So only one person gets geniality and nobody else does.
Only one person
gets a success.
Mm.
Yeah.
Everyone else is a partial. It's a competitive moment.
Success and critical success are not cumulative. They don't stack.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's
Down to the stack, right? Except for the winning part.
The winning
Yes,
part
the
assumes that a success is synonymous with winning. That's what it is. So it's like a group competitive role.
Okay.
Whoever gets a success is not getting a partial success.
I see.
So that is still
By the way.
3-4 you'd get for the round. So you get crit success and you get one for being near the soul.
I feel like in that case they would word it differently.
No, not really, because winning character gets +2. That's a lot of geniality, first off. Like 4
Yeah.
or 5 geniality is quite a bit. For a
Well,
single
I mean,
player.
but on the other hand, this card itself has no geniality. It kind of balances out.
Yeah, but it's still 4 versus 7.
Yeah.
Like nothing offers 7 in this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean they definitely don't stack. Yeah, I mean it's either crit or you success, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's in doubt here.
And you
I think the question is whether
if you're in success, you're automatically winning. That's the idea of the card. A success is synonymous with winning. Otherwise, it wouldn't have a partial success. Partial successes in Pendragon 5.2 are the concept of I have beat my number, but someone scored higher than me.
I just don't understand in what scenario do you end up with 4? I mean, I understand 3, I
There
understand
isn't
5, but I just got 4 geniality, right?
Well,
one
you got
for near the soul.
1 for near the salt.
Yeah. So you got +3 and then 1.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So, with that in mind, do we want to play that out at all? Does anyone have anything they wanted to add for what they said in the toast?
I think those that pass need to get a geniality as well.
Huh?
For partial success.
Yeah. I'm just talking about the
Yeah.
roleplay right now. I'll do that while I'm doing it.
Yeah. No worries.
I'll just gauging the mood. I'll just say toast to good wine and good food and good meat all around. It doesn't seem like a serious mood here.
Not sure that would have won you critical, but fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, we can move on.
Yeah, I also don't want to drag it out.
I think if anything, Gaius would just repeat what he said to Canet. If he had a moment to speak, then maybe look at Canet when he does so, something like that.
Who did
I think
miss?
Rothka just says, "Here, here," and then sits down.
Yeah. Godric also gives a hearty wassail.
Right, which goes over super well.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But he's having a great time. He's a little tipsy.
It does it next to the Rothgar and like, why can't that damn pagan be like the other one? At least he had the good sense to not say anything weird.
Okay. That was Calisius around the guys.
Oh, yeah. Look, I mean, there are so many things that I could do, but cards are just like the best way.
They are.
I kind of want to, if there's opportunities, well, if the other characters are interested in chatting, do some interaction of some sort, I'd be open to that as well. But here we are. Lady in distress or awkward conversation.
You can delete those, I think.
Huh. Interesting. Another guest engages me about a topic I know little about, or a lady in distress. Unfortunately, I can't fail the courtesy roll, so I can't get into a fight about it, which is a shame.
Oh,
Rough.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe I could just start a fight anyway. There must be a start a fight option.
Right.
Awkward conversation is potentially interesting.
I'm sure you could always pick a fight with someone.
Yeah, just start a fight. It's actually very much not in character, but you know, it's fun to roll dice. I think. Do you have anyone in mind for the awkward conversation or the lady in distress, Bob? I'm going to let you choose, Bob. I don't mind either. Whichever one is going to be easier for you to role play if you want to.
Mostly trying to avoid hours tonight. I can for sure think of something there. Another guest engages you on a topic you know little about.
I know a lot about hunting and fighting, and that's about it. And gaming. And actually all the court stuff because of the law skill for Romans. Up to you, whatever you're most excited about.
I think it'd be fun to do Lady in Distress. You really don't care.
No, I do not care. Let me roll. What am I at? +3. Blah, blah, blah. Courtesy 3. Oh, got him!
Got him.
Yeah, I didn't even cheat. That's the right in a roll.
Okay, we're gonna do two things. The first thing is we're gonna determine who the lady is. I'm gonna roll her father because I don't have like a lady generator.
A lady
here.
button.
Irvin. Name Irvin of Silchester. And the lady's name is Nesta.
Nesta.
Lady Nesta of Silchester. And then the night that's after her, I don't want to do the host. I think he's had enough.
He's had
and I don't think any of the others are. I suppose someone could be amorous.
Could be one of the other PCs if you want.
Does anyone got the hots for Lady Nesta? Anyone volunteer for that role?
Andreas was going to do a flirt action next turn, but and he's not good at it.
Yeah, he's not good at it.
What's my flirting? It's like 2 or something.
But
Yeah, 2.
Geniality too.
I do. But even that still brings it up to like a 40%.
Maybe suggestion, we could get him to roll it now, and if he fucks it up, then it could be him. Otherwise, we'll just be random.
Agreed.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Alright. So there was, I put in the chat before, there was meant to be 1 extra for the crit.
I added it. Oh, for the crit.
Yeah, you got 3 and 4. That's right.
Yeah, so it should be on 8. Yeah, alright, so I'll roll it. My flirting with a massive +8, which gives me a whole 50-50 chance. Nope, it's me.
Okay, we'll pause that for the beginning of the next round though, just to make it entertaining. You know what I
Nice.
mean? So we'll kick that off. We'll kick off the action at the beginning of the next round. Gaius,
That's
so you critted, right?
Yeah.
That's
Two.
Okay, we're gonna go to Xavier next.
All right. I'll grab another card, I suppose. Draw. One card. There we go. And what do we have here? Great deeds.
Another great deed.
Modest versus proud.
Yeah,
So I roll both modest and proud. Is that how this works?
correct. Yeah, and the winner tells us how your character reacts to being asked this.
Okay. Two. Proud. Submit.
Oh,
Okay.
Damn.
So I have a
All right.
is that a critical proud?
It is a critical proud.
Okay.
So now you're gonna roll orate. You get to add your geniality to orate, which isn't much.
Oh, was I not meant to add my geniality to those first two rolls? Because I totally did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because otherwise it'd be 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll count it as a 10, and
Oh, yeah, skills.
you still won though. Proud still won. So
Okay, so I won
Proud
on the
would fail,
modest.
though, 'cause proud would be 10.
Yeah,
Proud
proud,
would've
proud
been
it would be 10, so he'd roll a 12.
oh, you would have rolled
So it'd be
12,
modest
but okay.
succeeds.
Yeah, modest succeeds.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I was adding those things to all rolls. So I apologize for that.
No,
Oh,
it's
no
all good.
problem. Okay, so that's
I did have
Okay.
a brief moment of confusion, so I was like, that doesn't add up to 20.
Yeah, 12 and 12.
okay. So I feel like there's just this group of knights with Sir Kinet going around and asking everyone who they don't know.
Yeah. What are you good at?
What are you good at? Yeah.
Oh, well, not much, you know. I'm but a young knight. I've much to prove.
I see. That accent. Are you from Aquitaine?
Aquitaine, I am. Have you spent much time there?
Shrugs. Speak too much on that topic. I've been. Much time? I'd say no. Out of character, I'm quickly looking to see where Kinet is. This guy's from.
Yeah.
Okay. He says, many modest knights here, it seems. Well, Sir Knight, you are young. Are you eager for your, the road ahead of you? For battle? Glory?
Yes, quite. I'm quite eager to see what the road ahead holds.
Only time will tell. Just,
Indeed.
make sure you hold on to your sword tight in your first battle.
Haha, thank you.
Okay, cool. So now we go to round 3 and we get to watch Lady Nesta avoid
Worm.
Tiberius and go to Gaius.
Seems legit.
Yeah. maybe making eyes at her. She's starting to get uncomfortable. That's what I'm thinking. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, are you just like staring at her from across the room, or are you going to talk to her? At which
Uh,
point do you want me to step in? I suppose is the question.
I guess Tiberius, maybe him sitting at the high table has just completely gone to his head and he doesn't know what to do. So he's going to look at a pretty lady and go, "How you doing?"
How you doing?
I'm Tiberius. Yeah.
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 I think that's kind of how it goes over. As much as Tiberius wouldn't do that, she
Yeah,
interprets it that way. She says, you know what she also does? She interprets it because you're close to Sir Felix, and he probably made comments at her too. She's assuming that you're a drunk,
Right.
or not. You know.
Yeah, that's
What do
it.
they say about people in the company they keep, right? So.
Oh yeah, 100%.
She goes to Sir Gaius at that point.
She just comes up to me and says, "Help
Yeah.
me." Yeah.
And then she says, Sir Knight, how are you?
My lady, well, I'm a little confused as to why I'm here, but the food is good and the company is better.
I see. It's very interesting. Do you mind helping me out real quick? Could you, I think that the knight over there is interested in me.
He probably openly laughs, seeing that it's Tiberius. That one there, with the close cut hair.
Don't make it obvious, please. Yeah.
No. Of course. We have plenty we should talk about, actually.
That's great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And
All
I'll
right.
I'll approach Tiberius. Tiberius, she doesn't want you.
Who?
That one. Don't
Which
make
one?
it obvious. Don't look. Shush.
Oh my god, I just said hello.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. She's probably had a rough night sitting next to Sir Felix.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, maybe give it some space for a while. Have you been?
Ooh, I want nothing to do with her if she's going to be sensitive like that. Oh, yours. Can you believe I'm not here? I won the lottery.
Strangely, Tiberius, I can. What are
Really?
you doing with yourself up here, apart from eating food that's actually hot?
And hey, we're getting the royal wine. Here, have a drink.
He sips it. Grace of God.
I know.
They let mercenaries drink this.
I don't honestly know if he truly understands who I am. I think he just liked to look at me and said, "You there, come sit next to me," and I'm like, okay.
Well, you do carry yourself well, Tiberius. You have a certain formality about you. Yeah, just enjoy it. Enjoy him, but not her.
Oh no. I'm at the high table. They'll come to me.
Yeah.
I'm an orderly queue, ladies.
Still, I'll let him know.
Fair enough. Well, at least I get congeniality, even for
Yeah.
politics.
Right?
Yeah. I'll get back to my seat before somebody attacks me for being too close to the wine or something.
I'm gonna minor retcon one thing because I had a feeling this. Sorry, that's wrong. Ignore me.
Okay. I do have one extra though.
I gave you
2,
one
5.
extra. You have 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, you're above the salt. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get anything for the failed flirting, but I get the 2 for the
Yeah.
being above the salt.
Correct.
Form an orderly queue. That's Tiberius's line now.
Oh my god.
I think she appreciated that I'm Tiberius. Yeah.
I think so. That's the
I think
impression that I got.
That
The
was
year.
probably what won her over. I think.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think so. She's just a little too overcome. That must be what it is.
Definitely.
Makes sense to me.
She's swooning.
All right.
Tiberius.
Let us continue. We are back at Rothgar.
Right. I think Hrothgar is going to draw a card.
Yes. Get him, Roth.
Wacky hijinks he gets into.
Start a fight.
No, no.
The host calls for a toast again.
You know, this
I
is
think
like
he
the
just-
perfect Sir
He
Felix.
just forgot.
It honestly makes a lot of sense that he keeps doing that.
Have you called a toast by Tiberius? No, sir. No, you haven't. Oh, good then.
Yeah.
And another thing.
Yeah. All right. I'll roll the thing. What am I at? +5.
I think Uther's gonna be pissed when he comes back and sees all the empty
There's
meat
no
and
wine
wine.
Yeah.
Where'd my wine go? The fuck, Sir Felix?
What the hell, man?
Even with a +10, I can't
I'm
get it.
sorry, sire. It
Yeah.
just disappeared.
Do we add
We're adding our.
Yeah, you can.
Geniality.
Adding-
Geniality.
Okay, yeah.
Courtesy.
Which is like.
I'll have my 1. Would I roll a natural 2? Sick. Oh! Rothgar!
Just when I think
Get
I'm going to get somewhere.
No. No, you had no chance.
Hipped at the post
It's not
right.
those Saxons.
His total score is my bonus.
All right. Let's so let's go net you the 3.
Yeah, the
Hrothgar,
load.
and you're near the salt, so 4th.
Mhm.
Let's hear the winning toast.
Alright, I think with this, Hrothgar stands to his full height, towering over a lot of the people that are seated. As he raises his rather large mug and goes, "To the things that unite us as knights, to glory, to friendship, to honor, and to drink!"
Yeah. Yeah, I can get into that.
Mhm.
I think Felix
Guys.
calls out to drink in return.
Guys, for a change, meets that cheer with full enthusiasm because it doesn't have any, like, weirdly tainted nonsense in it.
I approve of this message.
This feast just turned into a frat party, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm waiting for the beer pong to come out.
Yeah, I was about to say, wait till someone draws the next card and it says something like, do a keg stand.
Yeah. All right, we are back to Sir Godric.
I will continue to draw cards.
So
Who are you?
Get one.
Right, the other people
Uh,
didn't go in. Give me 1 sec. I need to deal with this. It's driving me nuts.
An unknown lady asks you to entertain her during the feast. Recognize. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Do you add geniality to recognize?
Indeed.
Yeah,
Okay.
I allow it. I'm pretty forgiving with that stuff in the feast when it comes to.
Oh, that's a critical.
Oh, hey.
Nice. All right, let's just see here. Okay, so
Oh, you do get
11.
to pick recognize. Click on the
Yes.
box next to recognize.
Yep. Ticket.
Let me pause before we continue. Who needs the +1 genealogy? Who succeeded from? So Calasius needs one.
Tiberius.
Tiberia. Anyone else?
Yes, please.
All right.
Oh, and I see now that okay. So with a success, I now get to roll intrigue.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
Which
that
is-
card, one of them is supposed to say critical success, but I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So I recognize she's important, but I don't think I know who she is, or either I recognize who she is, but don't know what she's doing here.
Interesting.
I think it means you're bad
no,
at keeping
okay.
secrets.
No, I get it. So the first success is you know she's important, then you roll intrigue. If you succeed in intrigue, you keep her secret.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, the second entry is a subsidiary.
Well, but that's a fumble though.
You're right, but you didn't fumble, so you're
Okay, gotcha.
essentially just
Okay.
get nothing from the second 2 lines.
Okay. No, that's perfect. I love that. That works really well. So she's rather beautiful. And what maybe draws your attention or your interaction to her?
I mean, I think the rather beautiful draws Godric in.
That's in for Godric? Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
How big's Godric, by the way, just out of curiosity?
He is size 18.
Yeah, okay. Same as me and Rothgar, I guess.
I think she tells you that she's Lady
Oh,
Teleri,
Hrothgar's bigger.
but you don't assume that's the case.
Okay. Well, Lady Teleri, is your feast going well?
It is indeed.
Have
How about you, sir?
Have you tried? I'm enjoying myself thoroughly. The mead is quite good.
I am too, he says with a smile. It's nice to be around friends, and she keeps it at that, and you're like, yeah,
Sure.
no,
I'm
she's
like,
not
yeah,
here with
friends?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, my lady, friends. I must confess, I don't really know anyone at this feast, but the food is good, and the wine and ale and mead are free flowing. So here I am.
She laughs. What a good feast it should be, then. I think it would make a lot of sense. Maybe the reason, like, on top of her being quite beautiful, I think you're picking up some Barrack Saxon vibes from her. Though
Okay.
she's clearly trying to, like, keep that on the DL.
Interesting.
Bye.
Hmm.
She free King Octa. Kill her.
It's a spy!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Only
Yeah, I don't think there's anything further that Godric would pursue here.
Okay. And did I get you your geniality? I don't think I did yet.
No.
And you critted, so what is your total here? 2 and then...
So it'd be 2 and then 1 for the crit.
I'm just gonna surround your whole picture here.
Yeah. we'll make a full circle next round.
This is the end, but who knows? We might call for another feast.
Sure.
Call for another toast. We're on 2. Might as well see if Felix goes for like 3 or 4
Yeah.
at this point.
Go for the hat trick.
All toast all night.
That brings us to Calasius.
Yep, I will draw my cards. And this, okay, table's getting crowded. And those. So, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, no host card. You actually get to choose this time.
Yeah. Damage, good piece of jewelry. Okay, that's my jewelry. Okay, probably not a good thing. Boasting Knight. Best plus additional opportunity personal. And introductions, the famous knight. The last one sounds good, but I think given the mood, I think we're all getting kind of rowdy and boisterous. Maybe Boasting Knight seems appropriate.
Your choice, but absolutely, I support that.
Yeah, let's go with that. It's everybody is kind of well toasted, over toasted after 7 rounds of toasting, and now we're just like talking nonsense.
That's fair.
So back in my days,
Are we having a boasting fest? Are the 3 big boys being like, I am the larger?
Well, I would support
so,
that. Is that happening?
Yeah,
I guess the question
who's
first.
nearby? Versus 1d6 knights.
Yeah, roll d6.
Yeah, we'll see what it is.
So versus 3 knights nearby.
There are exactly 3 big knights sitting here.
People near the salts, I guess.
Yeah, it's probably Rothgar and Godric if you guys support that. If they are boasters, are they boasters?
I'm up for it.
I mean, we're not to speak for Hrothgar,
Oh, yeah.
but we're Saxons.
That's right.
Proud
Of course, we're boisterous.
Yeah. And
I mean, I'm happy to join in as a fellow big boy, but
sure, maybe you just happen to be by.
I mean, plus Callistius and Guy are good friends, so that makes sense. When they're talking bullshit, they're joining on each other.
That's right.
Yeah, because even though Gaius is seated below the salt, I don't see why he couldn't maybe wander around like to near the salt and chat.
I mean, I think probably a lot of people aren't at the chairs anymore. It's just like draping all over the table.
It's a disaster. Yeah.
This
is probably the most
drunk
feast we've ever been at, I think. So.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just gonna say, I think we should operate under the premise that everyone is one step up above whatever they're at for their drunk rating. I think that would make a lot of sense.
That makes sense.
Unless you've been succeeding at Temper's rule. Yeah, there's who got it? Who got?
I got it. So it is you have a +5 to flirting, orate, lustful, reckless, indulgent, and valorous, and a -5 to everything else.
That's right.
Oh. Can you?
It's over here.
I will.
Okay. Great.
2-2. Yep. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And we are just drunk. This is the drunk entry.
So we're all at drunk level? Okay.
You're all at drunk level unless you roll. I think someone already was at drunk, so they're probably at roaring drunk now.
I was at drunk.
Are you in support of being at roaring drunk?
Yeah, I'll look. Godric's having a great time. I will definitely be in support of being roaring drunk.
Okay.
He's also famously energetic, so Godric is a party boy knight for sure.
Gaius is going to come over seeing Celestius getting into some heated conversations with people who are like 3 times his size and join in the boasting. I'm gonna impassion on loyalty Celestius to see how much I care about him right now.
Oh sure.
I don't. I hate you. I've always hated you. No, I think what that means is that I'm not like I'm like I come over because I like him, but I'm gonna take this moment to sort of be playful with my boasting and not take it easy on him.
Cool.
Bob, just one thing.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, just one thing with this card. If you have a look, the orates of the unknown knights, for example, is meant to be 2d6 + 3 because it's meant to be sort of level of challenge.
Oh.
If you look at it, it's sort of like if I challenge a couple of PCs who have an orate of 3, and I have an rate of, say, for example, 15.
Yeah, but we've
John,
got all
you-
this geniality.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
The likelihood is he's going to get a decent challenge or get owned. Considering we're all drunk as well. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. I just don't think it matters that much.
I mean, really, this is between Calestius, Hrothgar, and Gaius. As I'm even with the geniality, I'm at the -10.
exactly.
Because you don't get
Wow.
drunk bonus, you just get roaring drunk.
Yeah, I just get the wrong drunk bonus.
That's funny.
Mm,
You could crit. You can always crit.
That's true.
noise crit.
Can I impassion, let's say, love family to, I don't want to lose face.
Yeah.
Not to lose face in front of these strangers. Okay,
Do it. Do it.
nice.
Beat our asses at talking.
All right, so we are all doing O8.
Yeah. Plus
do we
geniality,
got-
plus 5.
Plus the drunk thing, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So you're going to be at plus
Um,
1, 2, 6, 7,
Wild.
8.
4, 5, 7.
You're at plus 18.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I let him watch me fumble.
I don't think you can at plus 18.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Crit it.
Cool. So that is 1 for near the salt. We'll get that one out of the way. And then I'm assuming he's going to beat everybody else.
Okay. So I get to 4 geniality, I think.
Yeah.
I'll be, whoa, you
5.
have
'Cause you get 1 for beating us all. So you beat 3 of us. So 1 each.
Yeah.
And then another 1 for beating all of us.
Yeah,
half
beat them all.
slowing. Maybe. Wow, you don't know the Merlin we fought had giant wings and was breathing fire.
Yeah. I'm like, I was the one that killed the bear, but never mind. It wasn't that big a bear, it was just a regular bear.
No, nonsense. It was the owlbear.
It's an owl bear.
Yes. Yeah, which hasn't even been invented yet.
This Merlin sounds formidable.
That's
All I'm really good
giant
at is
wings.
slaughtering raiders by the handful.
Yes, they had 20 HD. Don't ask me what that means. It's very dangerous.
I read it in a book.
That's a lot of HD.
Oh god. All right. We are there. That was good. Good job. It was fun.
How the hell did you get so tall, Hrothgar?
To be honest,
Glamour.
I don't know.
Jesus. Well,
Don't you know, the more a Saxon fights, the bigger he gets?
yeah, well, it seems that way from what
Exactly.
I've seen. I'm glad
I
you're
have done many a fights in my years. Aye, so am I. Better off than being with those traitors over there.
I roll hate Saxons.
Right? He's got hatred non-Baroque Saxons. Non-Barrack Saxons. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hatred, everyone but me.
Understandable.
Okay. You know what? Just a random aside. I was going through the Book of Sires and for a Barrack Saxon role. I think it's really amusing that they call Aurelius an invader. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
they,
in
they
the book.
stayed loyal to Vortigern, the Barrack
Yeah.
Saxons.
Yep.
Yeah, but then when it becomes High King, they're now loyal to him again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's not
Well,
an invader.
he
Now
kicked
he's a
our
High
ass.
King.
yeah.
Exactly. He
Uh,
won.
My
Therefore,
turn.
it's his by right.
Oh, I just turned one over. Cool. Does that work? It does work. I can just drag him over there.
Yeah.
Cool. A dangerous game. Just roll dagger. No. Actually, Romans start with decent dagger, don't they? They start with it at 5 or something.
Yeah, I'm
Dagger
pretty
is
sure
5.
it's-
I guess you don't add geniality to dagger though.
No, I'm gonna draw the line at dagger on that one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, flirt with me, Bobo.
All right.
I know it's
Lady
not
of the
that same.
Court flirts with you.
Nesta was singing my praises earlier.
I think Ness is busy. It seems like, because I
It's
think
probably
his
right.
card said that she's gonna hover around him for the rest of the feast, didn't it?
I don't remember. Nesta was the one that was trying to avoid Tiberius.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
sorry, I got the
ducking.
mixed up. That's Celeri.
Yeah.
Yeah, this could be Nesta. I think so. That would make a lot of sense. So
Sorry, Tiberius. An accident.
yeah, it makes sense.
Up in the grass, that's what you're doing.
Yeah. Luckily, my flirting is a base of 2, so
Oh, same as mine.
Now you're gonna scare her off as well.
yeah.
This one you
okay,
can apply your geniality to.
Yeah, sweet.
Um,
Makes sense. I'd probably just shut her down. I'm like, I'm married. But we can roleplay.
you're like, well, my wife says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you look back up and she's gone. You're like, oh, okay, yeah. Do you want to roleplay it out, or what do you want for that?
No. It's not that.
Okay, and
Unless
that
you really
is
want
then 0 geniality.
Yeah, I suck at this game.
Okay, we're back to Xavier for the final action of the round, or the feast, actually.
Right. I guess we'll draw one more card. Let's see how this goes. One. That out there. Got angry dogs.
That's
Courtesy
great.
or folklore. They bark whenever I come near. All right. And so I've got a -5 for being drunk to each of these, correct? Or is that how this works?
Yes, because they are not on they're not on the list
Oh,
of
rip. Yeah.
skills. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can. So something we haven't done, no one's done yet, is you can impassion yourself, if you'd like. So you would take one of your passions and you roll it, and if you're successful, you're gonna get a +5 to the roll. So I think all your passions are 15.
Okay. But to be clear, are these actually at -5? Because these are personality traits, not skills.
No, the passions are not at a negative, but everything else is.
What I mean is the courtesy and folklore.
They're skills.
Or
They are
those
skills.
are
Yeah.
skills. Those are
Yeah.
skills. Okay, so impassion myself how?
Okay, if you'd like to impassion yourself, you call upon one of your passions, so you can see just below your traits there's passions listed like honor, hospitality, etc. You can roll that to try and impassion yourself. If you fumble at a 15 or below, that's not good. Sends you into melancholy. But if you succeed, you get a +5 to your round, basically.
You know, I think I'm just gonna go for a straight roll here. We got a folklore or a courtesy.
Yeah,
At a
were you
minus-
-5 for being drunk?
Yeah. So that means that I'm just guaranteed to fail here, right?
Well, you do get your geniality.
More.
You do get 4 geniality for that. For those courtesy and folklore, I'll allow that.
Okay.
What is your
I
skill?
can use.
What is your higher of the 2 skills?
It's at a 3.
So 3. If you did impassion yourself, that would cancel out the -5 if you were successful, and then you could add the 4 geniality and you'd be at a 7. But you'd have to impassion yourself.
Otherwise, I think in
Oh.
total.
Sorry,
Okay. Let me think about this for a second then.
I just realized that I passed because I didn't add my +5 for being drunk.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
flirting. That's right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, you crit! Wait,
Yeah, I don't
No,
see.
13.
No, it's not
No,
quite.
it'd be
no,
13.
13, sorry.
13.
I was looking at Godric's roll. I
Yeah.
was like, holy shit!
Damn it. Yeah. That's yeah. I'll take the extra geniality. So I tell her to leave because I'm drunk, but I say it in a sexy way. I'm drunk and married. Leave me alone. And she's like, "That's so hot." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
I'm not sure that works. Could, I guess. I don't know.
Pretty sure. Same way that Tiberius's one didn't work.
Yeah.
Wild.
I added the geniality for you, by the way.
Oh, thank you. It's not strictly necessary.
Okay.
Guys playing hard to get.
That's right.
Oh,
My lady.
only impassioned would have been sick.
It would have been wicked.
So with a failure on that, you try to shoo the dogs away while still eating your food. Oh, interesting. You still get 2 geniality?
That's supposed to be minus.
Yeah.
I think.
That's a pretty
It's
good failure.
No, that's a -2.
That's a -2.
Yeah, it's just the picture doesn't.
Yeah, it looks
I mean,
like it's a blurry picture.
Yeah.
I don't see a minus there though.
No,
I mean, on the original card it says -2 from the PDF. Anyway.
Okay.
Oh, you
and then
still get to roll temperate.
Yeah. Go ahead and give us a temperate roll now.
All right. Seems to be a success.
All right, tick temperate.
So what does that mean? I put a check mark next to temperate?
Yeah, you bet.
Okay.
So you
What
tick
was that?
temperate, and then in between years they have something called winter phase. During winter phase, you can roll your checks, and basically, if you fail your roll, then that skill or trait goes up by 1. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's possible over winter you'll become more temperate and less indulgent.
Okay.
And maybe the headache
Yeah.
you wake up with will help with that. So the next morning. Okay. Just thinking in this case, Teleri will probably offer to go to bed with Sir Godric if Godric wants to.
That's a done deal.
That's a done deal.
He's roaring drunk.
Yeah, I'm roaring drunk, dude. If I roll lustful, I will absolutely succeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, as that's the end of the feast, so all that geniality you have, you can count your own geniality. That turns into times 10 for glory. So if you have 4, you'd have 40, Xavier. 40 glory this game you can enter.
What year is it, by the way?
493.
493, okay.
You give 10 glory to everyone, don't you? 10 times geniality to
I do.
everyone,
Yep.
don't you?
Yep.
Powerful.
Powerful. I like the idea of it not being a competitive thing. And,
Yeah.
it's competitive in its own right.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, that's fair.
It doesn't make sense to me. It's like, oh, he was the most genial knight, therefore he gets a little bit. What? So, anyways, let's do an awareness test. Everybody, I want you to apply your penalty or your drunk level.
Godric is getting murdered by a Saxon spy.
But we no longer get the genial. Oh, I guess.
Yeah, no
Awareness
geniality to
isn't,
this roll. Yeah,
Okay.
this is after the.
Is this happening in the feasting area still?
No,
I'm just wondering if I should roll hospitality, but if we're not there,
you'll
then I won't.
you'll not be able to. In this case, there will be no impassioning.
Reactive awareness.
Yeah.
I pass. Godric.
I was supposed to roll a 5, so I actually failed.
Gotcha. Is that everybody?
You didn't have -5 though, Jeremy, right? Oh, you're not drunk.
I'm not drunk. I did a temperate earlier on.
Did. Good.
Oh, okay.
I'm the party pooper.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, I am drunk. Okay, yeah, I should have -5, but I still pass.
so for those that passed,
Like
When-
crit, actually. Yeah. Mhm.
you awake to the sound of bells ringing at night and commotion. This is for those that passed. Others will have to wait for now. Those that did pass, you wake to the sound of bells ringing, commotion outside. Something's happening in Londinium. Something big. It's probably well past midnight, but there's no sign of the sun yet.
I get my sword.
I'll go check. Yeah. Do we have our swords and horses here?
So first off, before we get into all that, anyone who did drink and participated in the toasting and all that, you will, unless you were specifically being temperate throughout the feast, you wake up with like a hangover, which will basically act like the equivalent of the drunk, thus the awareness -5.
Mhm.
So you wake up
Can we
with
make a
a
con roll?
roaring headache, and you know it's just pretty rough. But it's not
Can we make a
abnormal.
con roll to resist it?
I think you're gonna be able to resist it regardless. I don't think it requires a con roll. If you're famously high in con, you know you move without limitation. I think.
What is my con?
Can I? It's energetic.
Yeah, I would allow. I was about to give everyone who failed an energetic test after.
Gotcha.
So everyone who did fail now can make an energetic test. It just means you're a little bit behind the curve. Like you don't hear this stuff when it first happens.
Tiberius is going to stick his head out the window and what on earth is going on?
You hear the dogs going. You see guards running about, shouting. They seem to be moving towards what looks like the barracks.
It's right to the barracks. Gaius.
I've already got my sword. Do I have my armor nearby?
I think it'll take a while.
Yeah.
Cool.
It will delay you if you're throwing on armor, but you're welcome to if you want. I mean, it would be a normal response to this kind of thing going on. It's up to you.
Yeah, definitely. I'll take the time to put my armor on. Did you say if you have a famous con, you are not hungover?
Correct.
Yes. Okay, I'm sick then.
Yeah.
You don't suffer
Yes.
you don't suffer the penalties if you have a famous.
Yeah. Cool.
Huh. Are we also famous for our attributes? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You
16
don't
plus
get
still
annual
famous
glory for
attribute.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You don't get annual glory for it, but you are known for it.
Yeah.
So if you're like a
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
I'll put on my armor and sword, and I'll go find Callistius. And are we all just in the same room, or are we just like sleeping where we? on
No,
the
you
floor?
all had your own quarters, probably, right? Guest quarters, in a lot of cases.
maybe.
That's super fancy. Okay.
Godric, as you wake up, you realize you are in fact alone.
Okay.
And Xavier, you're going to wake up pretty much not long after as well. This is kind of the timing of things. So I do want to go to, real quick, put it on pause. Anyone who succeeded, who was not putting on armor and was going out there immediately to see what's going on, can I get a confirmation if that is in fact anyone at this point?
You know what? I'll do that. A bit reckless.
Was Tiberius able to see much out the window or not?
Nope. Only what I described. Dogs going, people running to the barracks, etc. Yep.
I'll call my squire and speed that way too. To see what's going on.
Hrothgar would do the same, grabbing his large two-handed battle axe and kind of dragging it as he drags himself out of bed.
Okay, and Hrothgar failed, right?
He failed the awareness but succeeded the energetic.
Yeah. So you're going to be a little behind that description.
Yeah.
So you'll be going out there about the same time as the people putting on their armor. Calasius is racing out there. Did I hear a confirmation from Tiberius one way or the other? Is Tiberius putting on his armor or running out beforehand?
Tiberius is going to put on his armor because who knows? The Saxons might just be baller enough to attack Londinium.
Okay. So Calasius is alone then, right? He's the only one that succeeded and went out without his armor.
Yep.
Calasius, you race outside. You smell smoke almost immediately.
Okay.
As you make your way outside, sorry, I just expect a little bit of roleplay in return on this.
Oh, I mean, I don't really know what's going on yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you make your way outside, you smell smoke almost immediately. You can see that others are racing towards the barrack. What do you want to do?
What's racing towards the barrack?
Other people, other guards.
Okay.
People with
I
dogs.
keep riding. I mean, does it look like anyone know what's going on, or are they just running like me?
Who knows?
Well, then I'll shout. What's going on? What's happened?
We'll say that you run into Sir Kinnett. He turns to you and says, "Something's happening."
Well, you don't say. And then I keep running.
Yeah. He looks at you and glares, and he'll remember that.
What the hell? Yeah. I mean, I'm running to find out what's going on. So until I find out what's going on, I'll just, there's not a whole lot of roleplay.
Yep. So you run out. You gather with a group. People seem to be gathering. They're waiting for someone to explain what's happening. You can see the fire now. Give me a sec. Let me finish my thing, please. Sorry, you're starting to piss me off a bit. So as you run out, you go look around. You end up near the barracks. You can see what looks like another building. It looks like that building has a bit of smoke coming out of it. You're not certain what that building is, however.
Okay.
So now what do you do in that scenario?
So a house is on fire, then I'll just start shouting at people. Get water! Put out the fire! Try to organize the people.
Okay. Again, it is a building, not a house. I will give you that. It looks like some kind of building, maybe something formal for Londinium. You're just not clear what it is. It might... It's kind of like reinforced wall, so it's stone, not wood. Like it's probably an important building of some sort. You're just not sure what that is because you haven't spent a lot of time in Londinium. Okay. So as you start to gather those and start to make your way in, you will run into Sir Gracian. Gracian looks at you and says, "Sir Knight, what are you doing exactly?"
There's a fire. We have to put out the fire.
Indeed, there is a fire. Octa and Iosa, they've escaped.
Who?
Good question. Recognize roll +10.
Okay.
No genealogy, obviously. We're done with the feast.
+10. Succeeds.
Okay. All right. So Octa and Iosa are two Saxon kings from the north. I made note of them at the beginning of the game. If you're kind of catching that, they were currently imprisoned. You fought against them during the one big battle I think you've participated in so far. They were two of the major Saxon kings coming from the north. They would be considered sort of natural enemies of your lord, of your duke. because they hold land in the north. So I'll just show you on the map here. King Eosa and King Octa. Here.
Okay.
All right. So with that, we're gonna. Is there anything you want to do before I start to let the other PCs into things?
Do I know where they're imprisoned?
You do not. You heard they were in prison
Okay.
in Londinium.
Okay, yeah. So
But
I figure.
I think I'll spare you like the frustration there. The building that's on fire, or the part that the smoke's coming from, that is the jail. That's what that was.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I figure if Gracie is telling me that they're escaped, it must mean they've already made some ways out, or at least they're certainly searching for him. So I'll just try to help with putting out the fire.
Okay. So you're gonna respond to helping put out the fire. Okay, and then they are while that's happening, as everyone else kind of makes it into the scene. I think why don't we have you all more or less arrive, not necessarily around the same time, but I think it would be frustrating to try to bring 2 or 3 people in. You know what I mean? Through the
Yeah,
whole thing.
you're good.
So
Pretty much roll together.
you all start to gather. Maybe we'll start with that, like, because there's not really anyone taking command. Gracian is currently trying to lead the response to, with Calisius to try and put out the jail. There are people gathering the dogs, and that are going to lead like any attempt to see if they can track down Octa and Eosa. But there's also a little bit of conversation about how they might have made their way by water. And with that, why don't we kind of turn the scene to an open roleplay scene as you all hit the shore.
Delicious. What's going on?
The Saxon kings, they've escaped.
What? When? Shit!
Well,
My God.
in that bell rang, or maybe much earlier. Who knows?
Where are the dogs?
It was
Get
a
the
bell
courses.
ringing. I
There was a
thought that
bell
was
ring.
inside my head.
Yeah, guys is gonna rush to get the courses and the dogs, and make sure the hunting party's being organised. And if it's not, then hurry that along and try and track them down. Post haste.
Yep. Or organize a search party.
Do I know any of you guys as being good hunters? I don't know that I do.
I am.
You are, yes, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you dealing with the fire, or are you gonna? Well, I suppose we can speak. Are you coming, Calisius? Are you dealing with the fire?
Well, how's the fire going now?
It's gonna take like a couple of hours for that thing to go out. Like bailing buckets of water at it, right?
Then hop on the horse. Let's go.
Guess I'll get a bucket.
Xavier is also an average hunter, I suppose. If you need more help in that direction.
Yeah, we were sitting nearby, I suppose, at the feast. And so if you're here, and you want to come along, you guys certainly wouldn't. Yeah. You come along. You know how to ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I believe I do. yeah. I'm a great horseman.
Good.
Sir Knights, are we certain they escaped on foot? On horseback?
Well, we don't know anything at all. But
So
they
we're trying to
might
find
have. Yeah, they might have escaped by water as well.
Tiberius, we're getting like that audio feedback through here. It's doing the buzzing noise.
On my one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be very quick then. I don't know why it's doing this. I'll be very quick and ask the peasants, the people, the citizens of London. They would have seen two hulking Great Saxons running through the streets. Which way did they go?
At 2 a.m?
Yeah, there'll be people around still.
Okay. You can take that route for sure.
They point to the two Saxons that are currently
Yeah.
shoveling buckets of water.
Yeah, exactly.
Rothgar gets executed.
I'll spare you that mentality. They would have eliminated anyone, so there are people dead.
Follow the carnage.
Right. Okay. There's not many of them, which is interesting. As you make your way with the dogs, right? Because you do have the dogs, you have help. Unfortunately, the best hunter here is not here, so it's just the esquire of the king that has the dogs. I think he's actually a commoner. I can't remember what the guy's name is. He is here with the dogs. He'll assist you. I need one person to make the group hunting roll for the whole group. You can add a +5 because of the dogs. So why don't we nominate a leader for the hunting there?
Totally not it.
Probably the best hunter. Sure.
Mine's
15.
Yeah, mine's 16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Yeah, go for it.
Given the context as well, I think I might impassion honor. Is that okay?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the only reason I didn't allow you because you were sleeping. That was the only reason I didn't allow you to impassion prior.
No, that makes sense. Yeah. Very sensible. Okay, so it's +10 and +5. Come on, hunting. Hey.
All right.
Yeah.
What?
So with a critical, you're going to make your way following the dogs, and the dogs seem to be absolutely losing their mind as well. So they are hot on a trail. They leave London. They start to go up a bit more northward, almost to like the border of what would be East Saxon.
Yep.
And you can see in the great distance, as the sun is rising, a couple of ships hugging the coast into East Saxon waters. At that point, you also are going to find a couple of bodies. No, I don't think you'll find a couple. I think you find just one body, actually. And that is the body of this Sir Gosbert.
Oh, no.
The guy that we didn't investigate.
Oh, that's my friend, right?
That is your friend, yes.
With the nervous demeanor.
Good, Sir
Yeah.
Gosbert.
So
He saw his contract didn't get renewed. So he was nervous. Why? I'm supposed to be in the next episode. What?
Sir Gosbert was a Frankish knight, and he was under contract to assist what we thought to be the Barrack Saxon Lady Teleri, is not Lady Teleri, and the two of them basically. So Lady Teleri is not anywhere to be found in Sir Gosbert's stead, but his darkened clothes, like he's in a dark cloak at night, you're getting the impression that he was part of the escape squad, that they didn't honor the right to survive, which sounds like classic. Who's the one with the axe? That's Octa, right? I think you see a nice clean head chopped off of Sir Gosbert. Furthermore, I think Godric, you're gonna get interrogated a bit once they don't find Lady Teleri, and they're also going to interrogate Sir Xavier in the process. So that is my impromptu session tonight. I wasn't really, this wasn't a prep session. This was like a pull it out of my ass one. So I hope everyone had fun. And
It was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was nice gold.
You can add 50 glory each to being present at the at
Theft of the Kings.
the king's escape. This feast in general, I'm going to give an extra 50 glory each. Hope everyone had fun. Any parting thoughts before we exit? Anything anyone wanted to say, either in or out of character, about their response? Maybe we'll go down the list. Sir Guys, do you have anything that Guys would do either in the aftermath or the immediate aftermath, or anything Trent wants to add?
No, just from me, thank you. Thanks for having a short notice thing, and thanks for keeping this going. Thanks for having so many new people involved. That's great. I think Guys got to do his piece.
Awesome. What about for Jeremy, Sir Tiberius? Anything you want to add?
I'm just super happy that you ran a game. I was saying, I think it was just yesterday, I was like, I really wish we could have an Easter feast at Easter. That would be really cool. And we got one.
Yep.
And hopefully there's not much feedback on my mic now, because I moved the mic away from the speaker.
It sounds better. Yep.
Okay, that must be the golden trick then.
I think we still hear it, but only when you talk, if that makes sense. Where before it was kind of happening even when you weren't talking. So there's a little bit of feedback that still leaks through, but it's not much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was using a sock over the microphone like this before, but I'm not sure if that makes a difference or not.
Yeah, if you watch your episodes, I think it's been consistent with you since you joined. If you watch your episodes, you'll kind of hear what it sounds like, and you can make a call from there. You can change your audio settings in such a way where it won't pick up those random points, those low points like that. You might want to look into like tweaking that, or if I don't know do you have noise suppression on?
Oh yeah.
You do? Okay. So even with noise suppression that's escaping through. So sometimes just having an open audio setup with your mic it just does that. The only way I know of to completely eliminate that is a headset, unfortunately. So.
Yeah. Well, I have a microphone on the camera, which is what I'm talking into now.
Gotcha.
What's that like?
It's not so much like your voice sounds okay. It's there's a I'm not good with audio lingo, but there's like a little bit of a buzz whenever you talk.
Oh, okay, because I unplugged the separate microphone. I thought that might have been it, like between the microphone and the microphone on the webcam.
You don't sound any different. So I'm wondering if you've always been talking through that. Who knows? But it's possible that maybe you've never been talking through the mic you think you're talking through. That's a thing too. Like I had one of my players in Gathering of Branches one time. They were talking through a mic that they thought was their headset. It wasn't their headset, so they thought they were muting themselves to yell at their cat, and they weren't.
It should have switched to the separate microphone now. Does that sound any different to you?
Yeah,
better.
Much better.
Much better.
Yep.
There we go.
There you go.
Happy days. Happy days. I'm so glad.
And you might want to check that every once in a while, because Discord will try to replace your mic with the worst one. In my experience, it does it to me all the time, and sometimes I'll just click it like out of habit, and then I'll be back on the wrong mic. So just pay attention to those little pop-ups you get.
Yeah, I will do. And if my mic sounds dodgy in the future, just let me know, and I'll just unplug and replug the microphone. That seems to do it.
Now that I know that, and now that I know we can get you at this level of audio quality, I will 100% do that in the future. So.
I'm so glad. I'm so sad it's been frustrating for you. So I'm sure I bought a decent mic.
It's not normally frustrating. Only when we can hear the feedback, like outside of when you're talking. But it has always been a little tinny. Now with this mic, it doesn't. You're good to go. So.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
Happy days. Thank you again.
Mark and Rothgar, you got it. Sorry, did I cut you off? Jeremy, did you have anything you wanted to add?
I was just saying thank you again. As you say, you pulled it out of your ass, and I say it's ass gold. It was wonderful. Very grateful.
Appreciate that. Mark.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun today.
I enjoyed this. For Hrothgar, he's probably getting the fuck out of Dodge as soon as he can, because he doesn't want to be rounded up in a lynch mob.
Yeah, that's fair.
Where people. So he's going back home to Barak.
Yeah.
Baroque. He's gonna spend some time there.
I don't think Obama's joined yet.
Yeah, it's a little while.
Calisius, aka Z, you got anything you want to add?
Well, in character, he'll be quite exhausted. It's been a bit of a roller coaster of a night, from this joyous mirth to this very strange news, and I'm sure the atmosphere in the city is rotten as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he will end the holidays in a tower mood.
Okay. And well, Xavier's your first time. What was the experience like?
Oh, I enjoyed it. Yeah, thanks for hosting and thanks for having a game. Yeah, it was my first time playing the system. And
You only
even though
caught
we
the
didn't
feast portion. There's a lot more.
Yeah, we only just did some skill checks and stuff, but no, it was fun. I appreciate like hanging out with a group of I don't know. It's different than a lot of the games that I play are a lot of one shots, or a lot of combat focus and things like that. So it's fun to see some good old fashioned RP going on and have some fun with that. So
cool. Well,
yeah,
welcome to the group. You're more than welcome to join up in the future. If you want to roll up your own knight, you can do so. I built Xavier as kind of a brand new knight though, so you're welcome to just inherit him as well.
Yeah, I have no concept of the game system, so it's to me it's probably easy.
Yeah,
play with
feel free
whatever.
to jump in with the open Pendragon chat, and people will help you with whatever you want to do in the future. If you want to make a new knight, Xavier can just kind of become an ongoing.
He can be
NPC.
executed for treason.
Or yeah, we can have that too. Honestly, they can mistake him, and we can have him executed for treason, even though he had nothing to do with it.
A lot of ways
Seems
to
to
go
be the way
down.
of things.
I think you'll note that I made you famously trusting too. So.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I noticed that I had a high trust score.
Yeah, that was your famous score.
Funny that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then last but not least, we got Godric, played by Big Spoon.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Impromptu session was a ton of fun. I really enjoy the feasts of Pendragon, even though I got to be the unwitting pawn of a Saxon lady to free the kings.
Right.
And I think that's one of the things that's cool about Open Pendragon is you get to be involved with like the events where in a standard game of Pendragon they go, oh, and this happened off screen.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. Yeah, because you get to explore those events that are done elsewhere, I guess, right? In the main book, anyways. So, yeah. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for playing, everyone. I'm gonna probably crash pretty quick here.